Okay, hi everyone. I'm Shreya. Welcome to Blush and Bites. Welcome to second episode of Interior Insights with Shreya. So as I told you in the first episode that in this episode we are going to ask some questions to my interior designer and also I will share my response to her answer. So that's exactly what we are going to do in the questions I asked from her will be displayed on the screen and you will see her answering the questions and then you will see me responding to her questions and sharing what I feel about her answers, what I want to tell you about my house interiors journey. So let's get started.
To be very honest, the first impression I had of her was like that she's just another enthusiastic kid who wants to be part of every decision. But, a little crazy, a little fun, a little like any other kid who's making their home, who's so excited about their own room, what's gonna look like, what's gonna be like. But also, I think what difference was that she was not just excited about her room, she was excited about the entire space. She was excited about her brother's room, about how her parents' room is going to look and everything. She had everybody in her mind first while deciding and designing the entire space.
Okay, so as Vasi Didi says, that I was like, what was my first impression on her was like a kid who wanted her room to be beautiful and all. So if I just remember a little story, uh, like I told her that I wanted my room to be pink. So she was like a little kid, you want your room to be pink, but that was not the case. I wanted pink, but with soft aesthetics like little hint, I will say hint of pink in my room with beige and brown and whites, but we could not do so, and the reason why you will get to know in one of our answers only. So yeah, now let's move to the second question.
So I've met many clients in my career, and one thing that is very common about all of them is the hunger to make their dream homes. But one thing that I've found very different about Shreya was that she had made her home her passion project. And it was so fun and so encouraging for me to actually find somebody who was so enthusiastic and so encouraging about every decision that we were making. She was so involved in all of this. And one thing I think also I really love about my clients is being very decisive. And she was so sure of whatever choices that we were making. She was so sure of what she wants and what she doesn't want, which made the entire process very fun, very like something that I would call an experience, because certain clients they really don't know what they want and it becomes very difficult to match their space, their headspace, their thought process. And with her, it was just free flowing. It felt like water. We were just flowing into decisions and it was very fun. And also, her energy is so addictive because every decision we made, she was so excited about it all. She was not at all thinking of it as, oh, एक और cheese, एक और decision. She had nothing of that sort on her face. She was always very excited, and which I think set her apart from any other client that I've worked with.
Okay, so about the excitement part, or like the way she said, like I was never bored or like a comedy season or some anything like this. So the main like I when like my house was in the construction phase, I was very eagerly waiting कि इसके इंटीरियर्स कब स्टार्ट होंगे बिकॉज व्हेन द कंस्ट्रक्शन फेज इज गोइंग ऑन ऑफ योर हाउस you don't really have much to do, like there are only technical things like pillars, beams and all that. So like I was not handling that, that was all handled by my papa. So I was only like I was waiting for the interiors to start and I was like यार जब कब जाएंगे हम चीज़ें फाइनल करने एंड आई वाज लाइक जब भी जाना जाना होता था कुछ भी चीज़ फाइनल करने बीट वॉलपेपर बीट the sheets would like the laminates or the panels or anything, I was always excited because I always loved this thing and I never felt bored, to be very honest. Yeah, it was not like कि bore होगा. And when she said this कि oh like she was never bored or anything, I realized yeah, many people must be bored. Like कुछ कुछ लोग ऐसे होते होंगे जो बोर हो जाते होंगे and like fed up of the process maybe. Yeah, but I was not like that. And thank you, Didi, just for praising me. I'm so happy. And yeah, the one thing I realized after hearing her answer, that like I was very decisive, which I didn't know that I was decisive. Yes, I will say I was sure of certain things. I wanted this neon light you are seeing in my room. I knew from the very first day जब भी मेरा room बनेगा, I want this neon light or the big windows, the sliding doors which I have in my room. I was very sure about that कि मुझे अपने room में ऐसे बड़ा एक door चाहिए. And yeah, there were certain things जो मुझे पता थी, but I didn't realize that yeah, I was very decisive. I thought that I was indecisive. Yeah. Let's move to another question.
Well, I think the major difference between designing her home and any other home was that her home had to be very color coded because it was supposed to be according to vastus and directions. And the colors weren't easy actually to work with. There was some pink, some yellow, some red, blue. And these are such bright, bold colors for a room which is supposed to be, cozy, comfortable, and inviting. And usually I work with a very clean, minimal white aesthetic because I feel like colors are automatically added to the space when once the person who's living there like shifts in, decorates them according to them. So a white aesthetic is usually the preferable mode of color and method for me. But and also, I think it turned out to eliminate a lot of our choices, which is our general picks, usually which goes towards whites, beiges, brown, gray, and all those muted shades. So we had to work with the colors that we were given. We had to actually opt for some like light pastel yellows, pastel pinks, and combine them with pearl whites and dusted gray colors so that it has those colors which are given to us by the vastu person, but also could be muted and minimalized since I also feel like Indian households have a lot of colors in general when they put their bed sheets, put their decor, put, for example, if it is a bedroom with a study table, so you have like a lot of books, a lot of stationery, so that automatically adds a lot of color. So having a yellow as in like a primary color was a difficult thing to work with, but I think we managed well and we handled the chaos.
So, like, when I sent a question, I did know कि क्या challenge होगा जो वो बताएंगी. And when I listened this, I was like, yeah, this was the main challenge. How can I forget about this thing? Like, you can see yellow in my room. My curtains are yellow. My wallpaper is yellow. Even my bed sheet is yellow today. So, and like when we went for finalizing the wallpapers, जो भी wallpapers मुझे पसंद आ रहे थे, like which I was liking, the floral ones, like the beautiful ones, they all had some sort of color which were strictly not allowed for my room, which according to the vastu, yes, which were colors were like red or a pinkish tone. Like I wanted my room to be pink or have a certain amount of pink in it. First thing, that was denied because of the vastu. Second thing, wallpaper जो मुझे पसंद आ रहे थे had lot of like a red flowers, not a like chatak red, but the red like soft red or some kind of colors which belongs to the red family. And जब भी मुझे ये wallpaper पसंद आता, I just used to see what color in my phone. Okay, these are the colors, and then I just say, we can't do this. And when the wallpaper you are seeing in my room just right now is the yellow and white combination. So when I first saw this wallpaper, I immediately rejected it. But after going through the entire catalogs of the wallpaper that were available at the store, I had to finalize this. And ये लगने के बाद I just don't felt like कि oh, this is my room. I was not at all happy with my room. But I became like the day when I felt like okay, my room is looking beautiful was the day when the curtain person put the curtains of my rooms. Like you, if you have seen my videos or shorts, you know that my room has a bigger sliders doors and which have sheer curtains and then the blackout curtains. So the blackout curtains are from the yellow color family, and जिस दिन वो लगे I was like okay, this is my room, this is looking beautiful, and I was so satisfied then because I could not do pink. And I'm still sad about it. I could not do pink, add anything that's pink in my room. Even that this light is not a permanent pink light, this changes colors. And the other thing, like about my washroom, I was very, very clear that I don't want any black tiles. Like at that time, I was watching lot of home tours and I was watching so many videos regarding the interiors. So at, I saw a lot of people have like full black on tiles, full jet black tiles in their bathrooms with like dark aesthetic. But I didn't want that. I was very clear that I don't want black tiles in any of the bathrooms of my house. And then it turned out कि मेरे रूम में ही मेरे ही वॉशरूम में ब्लैक कलर दिया गया है. Like what? I don't want black color. This was like I मुझे वो दर्द सब याद आ गया after I like listened to her answer about colors. We have struggled so much. जो चीज़ें हमें पसंद आती, I was like दीदी ये कलर नहीं कर सकते हम. This is not allowed in the room. इस रूम का ये कलर है ही नहीं. Which was so bad thing. But yeah, we had to do it because वास्तु के अकॉर्डिंग करना था हमें सब. And yeah, now I have yellow in my room. You won't believe. Once my friend told me that one of her friend has a yellow living room, and I was like, what? How can someone have yellow living room? Then after a second I realized why I am so shocked when I myself have my room in the entire yellow thing. My TV wall is yellow, my main wallpaper is yellow, which is the main element of my room. My curtains belong to yellow family. Why I am reacting like this? Then I was like, okay, yellow. The first thing I didn't want yellow. Vastu made me do this. And yeah, it was a challenge. Only Vastu color I liked was which were given to our kitchens. Like we have one pantry, like which is a small kitchen on the first floor and the main kitchen on the ground floor. And जो colors kitchen के लिए दिए गए थे, I was very satisfied with those. I wanted कि मुझे ये करना है. I had a Pinterest inspiration for the kitchen, and वो चीज़ like apparently we have to keep my mama's choice also. Like everyone's choice mattered na in our house. So I was like चलो ठीक है. In the main kitchen we will do pink, and in the pantry we will do the sage green color, जिसका exact मेरे पास Pinterest पे सेव था एक इंस्पिरेशन. And I like we executed I think that 95% of it, like, it looks so beautiful, and I love my pantry, how my pantry looks. Even though I'm not able to use it much, but I love it. Now let's move to the next question.
So, well, interior designing for me is just not a job, and it's so much more than that. So, whoever's, considering interiors as their job option, as their career line, you should actually consider that it is about, having that satisfaction of designing a space that family, that person, your client is going to use every day. It's not just about decorating walls and floors and just putting furniture in a blank canvas. It's also about, having the empathy and having that consideration that how your client is going to use it, how you can make it functional for them, and how you can, create convenience through your design for that family, for those people who are going to live there. And it's not going to be easy for you to match your aesthetic with your client's aesthetic, because yes, there is a difference of opinion every time. You're not going to get a client like you every time. So you have to like keep that in mind and remember that they have wished for that home for a very very long time. For you it may be just another project, another home. You just design it, you dust it, you on to the next project. But for them it's the entire life saving, entire life's dream. And keeping that first in your head should be your priority as a designer. And I think once you do that, you're very successful in general, because you are working with the satisfaction that you created something great for your client. And also, I think for me, I have called myself a genie for my clients, because everything they say is as you wish. Jo hukum mere aaka, because at the end of the day, they're going to use it more than you. They're going to live there. It's theirs. And you're just designing it for families and for, people who have again dreamed for it for a very long time. So you're a dream wish come true person.
Okay, so this answer of hers really hit me. Like, yes, I like, whenever I think about fashion career, whenever I think about interior designing, I always think about aesthetics, how I want particular place to be looked, or what are the trends, what will feel cozy according to me. Because I am not an interior designer, and I learned about interior designing during this house process, and I never thought about interior designing from this perspective, that yes, it's someone's dream house, it's someone's, like, it is a big project for anyone like who is building their home. This is a very big project for them, because building a home is, or making a house, building a home is not just like the matter of few little money. It's a huge tremendous amount of money that goes into that. And everyone has a budget कि हमें इस बजट में अपना घर बनाना है. एंड इवेंचुअली नो मैटर हाउ मच यू ट्राई, वो बजट ऊपर ही जाता है इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस. इट आई हैव लर्न फ्रॉम माई ओन हाउस एक्सपीरियंस. सो yeah, it's not about just decorating the place or just designing the beautiful mood boards and the space you want. You have to think from your client perspective as well, because they are going to live there. So it should feel them, like it should reflect their lifestyle or their personality, I would say. So yeah, just this answer just made me realize this thing. Moving on to the next question.
One thing I would really want to tell and advise to people who are making their homes for the first time is going to be that have patience, trust the process. A blank canvas can never tell you the entire story, and the designer cannot make their magic in just one day. Again, when you say Rome was not built in one day, and now you see it's so pretty. So you have to have the patience, you have to trust the process, you also have to trust the gut of your designer, and you have hired them for a reason. So trust your choice, your decision of bringing them on board. and just, I think, go with the flow, because at the end of the day everything comes together and everything makes sense once you shift in, once your everything, your furniture, your furnishing, your everything is ready, you've decorated it entirely. And I think trust is the key element of creating a home and actually creating a relationship in general as well. So that's
I would also say this to everyone who is making their house for the very first time, that you have to trust the process, you have to be very patient, because as I told you earlier, I was not at all happy जब मेरा ये wallpaper लगा था. I was not satisfied with how my room is looking, and even जब ये वाला color paint हुआ था on the walls, I was not at all happy, and I was like कि मम्मा मैं color change करा दूँ क्या, या ये कर लूँ क्या, वो कर लूँ क्या. And the moment मेरे curtains लगे, I was so damn happy. So it's actually a thing that आपको सब कुछ जब तक रेडी नहीं हो जाता, यू हैव टू बी वेरी पेशेंट. यस, there can be some things that you can change, but not all the things, and you can't be like impatient कि ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा, ये वैसा क्यों नहीं लग रहा, in just a few days or while your house is still in the making or your interiors are still ongoing. So this is very important thing, because I have realized the way other rooms look, like my house other rooms look, or the pantry looks, or the kitchen looks, or the lobby looks, it's everything has turned out to be pretty, but you have to be very patient, you have to wait, you have to trust yourself and your designer as well, because सिर्फ डिज़ाइनर के आइडियाज़ नहीं होते और सिर्फ आपके आइडियाज़ नहीं होते, यू कोलैबोरेट बोथ ऑफ योर आइडियाज़ एंड देन क्रिएट समथिंग. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आप बहुत पेशेंट रहो. एंड ऑल्सो आई वॉन्ट टू एड वन मोर थिंग अबाउट माई हाउस, फ्रॉम माई हाउस स्टोरी. लाइक हमारा मंदिर जब बन रहा था, आई वॉज लाइक मंदिर का एक पर्टिकुलर thing mama had in mind, and I had in mind, I found out the exact design which we wanted. So I of course gave it to Vasu Didi, like my interior designer. So we had to be very 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 patient with that, क्योंकि एक गोल चक्रा is there in my मंदिर. So I was like ये तो ऐसा नहीं लग रहा जैसा चाहिए था, यार तो ये ऐसा नहीं लग रहा. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे व्हेन आई सी माई हाउस मंदिर इज सो गुड, एंड इट्स how I exactly how I and mama wanted it. So it's a matter of patience, guys. You have to be very patient while making your house, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऊपर नीचे होती हैं. many things go wrong, many things don't go the way you thought they would go, and you have to be really very patient. Yes, I can totally relate to that. And yeah, that's it for this video, and I really want to thank Vasvi Didi, my interior designer. Like she very like on just one message and sent me the recordings of her answers, and she recorded it very happily and energetically, and on just one message. So that's a very big thing for me, and thank you so much Didi for sending me the videos and like recording the answers, for taking out your time. And yeah, that's all I want to say to her. And okay, so like the first and second episode of this series, you are watching them in a consecutive weeks. So if you're watching this episode today, so the first episode was uploaded the previous week. So and I can't guarantee you that the third episode will be uploaded in the next week, because I have my exams coming up. Due to that, I really have some time crunch for making the videos, and I want to make them very informational and everything. So they like the other episodes of the series might be released in the month of May. So please be little patient and please follow my, like, please subscribe to my channel and like this video and share this video. And yeah, this series is going to be very informational. I can guarantee you that you are going to learn from my mistakes which I did on my end. And yeah, many things I will told you, many things about my house too, like how we made particular thing, or the things you have to keep in mind before even starting the interiors or the construction of your house. Yeah, that's it. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye bye.